right, welcome back, sports fans. Here for our second episode of the night of Off the Cuff with Monty and Jeff. Again, before we get into it, if you're enjoying this, go ahead and hit the like button below. You can subscribe and as well hit the little bell button there. That'll let you know when we upload new content.
So Michigan's an NIT team, you think?
Yeah, I think NIT is what they're looking at. Their record,
18-7 is what I thought I saw.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Is
I think
right?
that's probably right.
Okay.
I was thinking right around there. For some reason, I was thinking maybe part of me was even thinking that they'd even had more losses than that, maybe up in the 10 or 11 range.
They
But,
could.
which it's still a decent record. It's not like it's a losing season. They could be Nebraska and be 7-20 or whatever.
Right.
We are.
We
right
would
now.
love to be 18-7 or 18-12
Right.
as far as that's concerned.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So, but anyway,
But what do you think about post game handshakes, Jeff?
I think
I mean,
At the
because
college-
almost every sport does it, right?
they do. And I have different, because this isn't the first time that there's been an issue with a post-game handshake.
Right.
And they've happened all the way from Pee Wee baseball. Just look at YouTube. You'll find videos of altercations all the way down from Pee Wee baseball all the way up to pro football. I remember Jim Harbaugh, the coach for the Lions, Jim Schwartz getting into it after a game at the handshake. Honestly, I think that they're important at least to the college level. From the standpoint of even the kids at the college level are still young adults. They need to be able to see how to handle adversity, handle success. You know, it is easier to be a good sport when you've won a game than it is than when you've lost.
It is. It shows great character if you lost a tough game and you still can shake your opponent's hand.
Exactly.
That's a huge character thing, in my opinion.
Yep. So that's why I think that they're important. Now, I think as you get to the pro level, I don't know that they're necessarily as important from the standpoint of these are professional athletes, supposed to be grown men. But I think that there is just that common respect that you should have, that you should be able to go and at least shake. You don't have to sit there and talk to each other. At least shake their hand after the game is done.
No words need to be said.
Yep.
I mean, just go through the line and say, good game,
Yep.
and move on.
Yep.
Now, I want to talk about a couple things. Like in baseball games, high school level, even, I don't know about college, but they form a line and they go straight across.
Yes, they do.
In basketball, they kind of do the same thing, right?
Yep, exactly.
Football, they don't really.
In
high school, they do.
In high school, they do.
In college, I don't. I'm
There's
trying to decide.
there's no formal
It's
one,
just
but
kind
it's kind of a
meander on the
yeah,
field where
and
they talk to somebody they want to talk to, don't
Yeah.
talk to somebody they don't want to talk to.
Yeah,
That sort of thing.
which is fine. You know, I think as you get older, you know, just from a responsibility standpoint, it shouldn't have to be as structured. You know, as you get older, you should be mature enough to handle it, the accountability and the things like that in a more civilized fashion on your own without having a structured line. But obviously that didn't work so well in this one.
Well, what do you think if they would change the handshake protocol to maybe making it full contact?
You know what? Well,
who can win the handshake battle, like fisticuffs?
you know, honestly, and maybe do it before the game, and then that way you could have instead of having a flip, you know, a coin flip in a football game, whichever
gives the
coach
first black eye?
exactly. Well, we were talking about that too. You know, Greg Gard does have a somewhat punchable face.
Yes, he does.
He does. I was on kind of in the same conference. I think Fran McCaffrey for the University of Iowa has a very punchable face too. Not that we're promoting violence here. No, we don't want you to think that we're promoting violence.
Not for kids, anyway.
No. But I do think that you're onto something here, Monty.
So they can give points for best handshake scuffle or something.
I don't know. That brings up some interesting ideas.
We talk about sportsmanship, then we're talking about not sportsmanship. I know we're all over the place here.
I don't know. We are a little bit, but you know, got to have a little fun with sports, and that's, you know, we could go off about celebrations and things like that, and what's crossing the line and what's not crossing the line. It's not really for us to decide, I guess, from the standpoint, we can have our opinions. I tend to be more of one that limited celebration is okay. When you start to extend it, like, I don't like it in the pros when they run down the field to the other camera and everybody's pro football and everybody's making a big production of it. But that's, you know, they're still having fun playing the game, and if they're not doing it right in front of
if
another,
they're not demeaning the opponent.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
If they're not demeaning the opponent, or they're really holding up the game.
I was at the All-Star 8-man game last year, and after a touchdown with the team that I was covering, they all sat down on the ground and they pretended they were rowing a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was pretty cool.
No problem.
Having
with
fun with it,
Yeah.
you know. I think sports needs to have a little more fun in it at times.
Yes.
They've muted our celebrations at times in the NFL and in college and in high school, I guess too, for good reason, because it was getting out of hand for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think there needs to be some sort of celebration myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But classy,
Well,
keep it classy.
Yep. And as most of you know that follow us, Monty writes an article for the newspaper in Ravenna. Is it every week you do it, or is it every?
I just whenever the need
Just whenever
arises.
the need arises.
Yeah.
Anyway, he made a point in there that I think is very important, and that's it's okay to celebrate, it's okay to have fun, but by the same point, act like you've been there, and it just makes things go smoothly.
And that goes
everybody.
for fans too.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
You want to be a good fan to your team? Act like you've been there before.
Yep, yep. Well, nothing real exciting. I don't know from us other than we're sort of promoting violence.
And we're sort of not.
And sort of not. Yeah, we're
So we're not guilty of anything.
No, we are non-committal. We ride the fence on this one, so neither side can be angry with us, I guess.
So don't call your local police on anything.
Yeah,
How about us?
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. So, but yeah, I think Monty has one other thing that he wants to throw out here for us.
Oh yes. God, I almost forgot, Jeff. I'm glad you reminded me. We started a segment, or not a segment, a portion of a segment, I guess
Sure.
it really is. It's called the Looks Like Game, which I've borrowed from another program. But anyway, these are all new ones. The one I've got tonight is about Al Michaels. Al Michaels looks like a 50s era guy that hangs out outside the local drugstore and tips his cap and says, "Hey kid," to every passerby. There you go. Signing off for next week, folks.
There you go. All right. Take care, guys.